If this is your first time here, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to the channel, so you won't miss the next part of the alien message about God's final plan shocked everyone. Now, let's return to the stadium, where Ethan Cole began hearing things no one else could hear. Rain poured violently that night. On the artificial grass of the Titans RFC training field, thunder echoed like war drums. Ethan stood in the middle of the field, his jersey soaked through, gripping the rugby ball now heavy with water. Under the pale floodlights, raindrops shattered against his hair, mixing with the pounding in his chest. He could no longer clearly hear Coach Rivers' instructions. Everything around him blurred, as if the world itself was being pulled into an electromagnetic haze. The rain kept falling, but something was sliding into his ears, a faint frequency, sharp and rhythmic, like a heartbeat distorted by static. "Ethan, can you hear me?" He froze. That voice, it was unmistakable. Liam Eyes. His best friend, his ghost. "No," Ethan whispered. "No, you're dead. Liam, you're dead." "We're not finished yet, Ethan." The voice crackled through the interference, distant but real. "That match was only the beginning. You need to listen to the signal. It's calling." Ethan dropped the ball, stumbling backward, eyes darting around the empty field. His teammates stared at him, confused. Coach Rivers shouted from the sideline, his voice hoarse. "Cole, focus. I need you here. Now." Ethan nodded weakly, trying to pull himself together. But inside his skull, Liam's voice wouldn't stop. When practice ended, Ethan sat alone in the locker room, the echo of dripping water surrounding him. The silence felt alive, like something was watching. He unlocked his phone and played an old video of Liam, their final practice together. The screen flickered. Liam smiled at the camera, saying, "If one day I'm not here, Ethan, just know I'm still out there, waiting for you." But as the video neared its end, static filled the screen, followed by a string of strange characters. 452 N, 74.08 vatios de Stormgate. Coordinates, Ethan frowned, opened a map. It pointed to Bogota, Colombia, near an abandoned weather facility in the mountains. The door creaked open. Aiden Ross stepped in, tossing his towel aside, wearing that usual smug look. "You're still here? I thought captains were the first to leave, not the ones hiding in the dark." Ethan said nothing. Aiden smirked, walking closer. "I heard about Liam." "Everyone did. Guess it still haunts you. Huh. Maybe that's why you've been slipping." Ethan's jaw tightened. "You don't know anything about Liam." "Maybe not," Aiden shrugged. "But I know this. If you keep letting ghosts control you, Titans will lose. And I don't lose because someone's hearing voices." Before Ethan could reply, Coach Rivers entered. "That's enough." "Ross, out. Cole, in my office." Now, once the door shut, the coach sat down, eyes tired behind thick glasses. "Ethan, I get it. Losing someone like that, it messes you up. But the team needs you. Primera need a leader, not a man trapped in the past." Ethan hesitated, then asked quietly, "Coach, do you believe in alien signals?" Coach Rivers blinked, caught off guard. "What are you talking about?" Ethan told him everything. The voice, the video, the coordinates. Rivers listened, disbelief turning into concern. Sigue, son. Grief plays tricks on your mind. You're not hearing aliens. You're hearing guilt. Ethan nodded, pretending to agree. But deep down, he knew Rivers was wrong, because Liam's voice wasn't only in his head, it was in the world. That night, Maya Reed was editing footage for her upcoming feature, The Titans Rise. When she slowed down a clip of Ethan practicing under the storm, something strange appeared. For a brief second, during a flash of lightning, Ethan's shadow stretched long across the field, but another shadow stood behind him. Unmoving, Maya zoomed in. The second shadow wore jersey number 14, Liam Hayes' number. Her stomach tightened. She rechecked the footage. It wasn't a glitch. Quickly, she messaged Ethan, "There's something you need to see. Tomorrow, CANM, the cafe near the stadium." Ethan read the message close to midnight. Outside, thunder roared. And then, Liam's voice again, whispering clearer. "This time, Ethan, they're watching. Don't trust anyone, except the one who stood with you in the rain the first time." Ethan's breath caught that memory. 2018, their first training camp in a downpour. Liam had offered him a hand, pulling him out of the mud, laughing. Only real players aren't afraid to get dirty. The next morning, Maya waited with her laptop open. When Ethan arrived, she turned the screen toward him. "Luke. Luke!" Ethan's eyes locked on the still frame and froze. It was Liam. The blurred smile, the posture. He'd know it anywhere. "Where did you get this?" "Team footage? But there's something else," she said, lowering her voice. "The raw file contains an embedded frequency, like a radio transmission spliced into the video." Ethan leaned closer. "You mean someone or something inserted it intentionally?" Maya nodded, pulling up an audio spectrum graph. As the frequency played, a pattern emerged, faint words hidden in the static. "Stormgate. Open. 13 days. Ethan stiffened. 13 days. "Exactly," Maya replied. "Starting today." Ethan's eyes widened. That's the day of the World Cup final. Neither spoke after that, but the air between them felt heavy, alive with the same fear they couldn't name. Days passed. Days passed. Aiden Ross was the first to notice Ethan's growing distance. The captain barely spoke, often staring into the night sky as if searching for an answer written in the clouds. During a strategy meeting, Coach Rivers outlined the game plan until Ethan interrupted. "If there's a storm that day, we still play, right?" Rivers frowned. "Of course, Titans never back down." Ethan just nodded, eyes distant. Aiden caught the look. There was something more than fear behind it. After the meeting, Aiden cornered him. "You're hiding something, Cole. You talk to yourself. You stare at your phone like it's sending divine messages. What's going on?" Ethan met his gaze. "If I told you someone's trying to warn us, would you believe me?" Aiden scoffed. "No, I believe in my hands, not in signals from the sky." Ethan exhaled. "Then pray you're right." Day 13, the night of the World Cup final. Dark clouds loomed over the stadium like a living thing. The air was thick, humming with static. Lightning streaked across the sky, so close it rattled the stands. Maya stood in the press section, watching the storm roll in, her pulse quickening. In the locker room, Ethan stared at his phone again. The old video of Liam began playing on its own, but this time, the image was crystal clear. Liam looked straight into the camera and said, "Calm but urgent. Ethan, when the gate opens, don't be afraid. They're not here to destroy, but to test. God's final plan has begun." The screen went black. Thunder exploded overhead. Coach Rivers burst in, shouting to be heard over the storm. "Team, gear up. This is the moment we've lived for." Ethan stood, drawing a deep breath. His gaze moved across the room to Aiden, to the team, then to the exit where the storm screamed. "A hard." Liam's voice, one last time, soft as wind. "You ready, Ethan? Because when that whistle blows, they'll hear you, too." Ethan tightened his grip on the ball and stepped out into the roaring wind and flickering blue lights spilling down from the clouds. At that moment, the world began to change.